Welcome back to the transfer room. It's your boy here again as usual. And boy, oh boy, can I tell you something? There's a lot. There's a lot. The transfer is heating up as expected. We're in the final, 5 days or 4 days? And we have a lot to bring you guys. So let's just get right into it. Firstly, we started with Fiorentina. Fiorentina have shown interest in Manchester United's striker in Joshua Zirkzee. An official bid has been sent to Manchester United, €5 million loan fee, and the player has shown interest. One we're definitely going to monitor, but Joshua Zirkzee to Fiorentina. Let's see how that goes. Moving on, while staying in Italy, Napoli have made contacts to ask Newcastle over the last 24 hours if they will be open to a loan agreement for their German striker in Woltemade. Moving on to the other side of Italy, in AC Milan, they've accepted a €45 million bid from Galatasaray. So far, Milan are okay with that money, but there's a twist with this transfer, and that twist comes all the way from the one and only Aston Villa. Aston Villa want to loan this player with a buy obligation after the season is over. AC Milan want a permanent sale, so we're going to definitely monitor this situation. Rafael, Leão, Galatasaray, Unai Emery's Aston Villa. We'll wait and see. Yesterday, we brought you news about Grealish with Sunderland showing interest, but today he's communicated that his preference would be to return back to Everton, where he was on loan last season. Aston Villa, again, have shown interest in Grealish, and we're definitely going to monitor that situation. Moving on to Nottingham Forest. They have submitted an offer to Crystal Palace for their wing-back in Daniel Muñoz. Muñoz has had a terrific 2 good seasons at Crystal Palace, especially under the guidance of Oliver Glasner. Well, Forest, still under Glasner, has shown interest in Muñoz. I think he fits Nottingham Forest, especially for the fact they play back 3 and him just playing on that right wing back position. But then again, they have Aina, the Nigerian right back, so that will be an interesting one to see. Another one to definitely monitor. Ipswich Town have shown interest and they are working on a deal from Tammy Abraham, the former English and Chelsea striker. He's presently at Aston Villa. He joined in January, and now with the likes of Matata possibly going there, Nicholas Jackson. Now Tammy Abraham thinks he might be able to find more minutes at Ipswich, who have started the Premier League very, very well. So we'll definitely monitor that situation. Yesterday, we talked about one of the sagas that I felt and I said is going to bring a lot of drama between now and the end of the transfer window. And we're talking about Atlético Madrid's own Julian Alvarez. Well, today, Atlético Madrid put out a statement towards Barcelona. I'm definitely going to read this one out to you guys. Atlético Madrid can confirm that they will not sell Julian Alvarez to Barcelona. The members of Atlético Madrid board of directors have unanimously expressed their absolute support for the club's decision to not negotiate the transfer for Julian Alvarez to Barcelona. The members of the board acknowledge that Atlético Madrid is open to standard transfer market negotiations when conducted in a professional, ethical, and respectful manner. Dig at Barcelona for sure. We fully stand behind the club's previously communicated position that Barcelona failed to meet this requirement, and as a result, there will be no further negotiations and there is zero considerations of an Alvarez transfer to Barcelona. Atlético Madrid trusts that our player will understand the decision and remain focused on helping the club achieve its goals, just as he has done in the previous 2 seasons defending our colors. So, Atlético Madrid are definitely standing their ground. They've told Barcelona no. They've told the whole world of Barcelona no. We'll see how this saga ends up, because who knows? Stranger things have happened in this transfer window, so looking forward to it. Now let's switch up to the confirmed deals, agreed deals, the one a lot of you guys have been waiting for. Firstly, we're going to start with Real Madrid. They have agreed a deal to sign the Ghanaian centre-back in Oscar Nasei. My Ghanaian people, my apologies if I pronounced that name wrong, but a 21-year-old Ghanaian centre-back has now moved to Real Madrid. This is actually a $2 million fee from Granada in the Spanish La Liga. Moving on from that, Moise Kean. I'm sure all of us know the striker Moise Kean. You always find him in every transfer window. He's making a move somewhere. Well, so far, the deal has been agreed to Como from Fiorentina. Como, who've made it to the Champions League, are looking for more guys to help them in terms of their quest of a European progression, I would say. And for the fact that they will be losing Morata apparently will be leaving Como, a deal of 10 million euro loan fee with a 25 million euro obligation to buy. That is a massive deal, 10 million euros loan fee. And we'll see how that deal definitely wraps up. But it's a deal that has been agreed, so nothing more to report to that. Now moving on to the Premier League. Chelsea have reached an agreement with Atalanta to sign defender Honest Ahano. Again, my apologies if I got the name right. Staying with Chelsea, they have reached an agreement with Aston Villa for the goalkeeper Emi Martinez. The 33-year-old will be going to Chelsea from Aston Villa as the deal has been agreed. This deal is coming to the total sum of £7.5 million, and he has agreed a 2-year contract with an additional year option. An interesting deal. Keep my definitely opinions to myself. Moving on to Crystal Palace. They've agreed a deal to sign the centre-back from Club Brugge in Joel Odenes. I brought you guys this news regarding Aston Villa. That was a player, centre-back Aston Villa were looking to bring in to replace the outgoing Eric Konsa. But Crystal Palace have come in and snatched this deal out of the hands of Aston Villa, and this is a deal worth 30 million euros plus an additional add-on. What exactly the add-ons are, we don't have them. But yes, some add-ons. Aston Villa still have reached an agreement with Chelsea for Nicholas Jackson. The deal for the 25-year-old is reported as £47.5 million with 17.5 million add-ons for Nicholas Jackson, Chelsea to Aston Villa. But okay, no problem. Moving on, Al Hilal have finally reached an agreement with the same Aston Villa for the move of their 30-year-old striker in Oli Watkins. Good deal, if you ask me. £50 million for a player who is, I think, 30 or 31 years old. He'll be moving and playing in the Saudi League next season. So, perfect deal for both teams. Watkins has always wanted to go, so I can see why he is leaving to Saudi Arabia. The last and final deal. Liverpool have reached an agreement for Bradley Barcola from PSG. This deal comes up to £120 million. £100 million fixed, £20 million in add-ons for Bradley Barcola. Deal agreed. Is on his way to do his medicals. And to be honest, a lot of these deals, I really want to say something, but I think I'm just going to keep my opinion to myself. But I mean, it's a player that Liverpool wanted. It's a player that Liverpool needed. A lot of people do rate him. I think there's a talent in there. I think he's a good player, and I'll leave it at that. But that's all we have to report for you guys today. Looking forward to see you same time tomorrow. Thank you and peace.